welcome back to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. I'm excited for today's pick a card. Today we're tapping into your next lover. Who will you fall in love with next? We're going to see where you will meet this person and who this person is. So that is our topic today. My Etsy shop is in the description if you would like your own private tarot reading or any of my other magical offerings. That is where you can find your girl. Other than that, you can go ahead and pause the video if you need more time with the piles. You can always pick more than one pile as well for all of my readings. For group one, we have the Rose Quartz, and we'll be using the Wake Me Up Tarot. For group two, we have the Red Jasper, and we'll be using the Golden Art Novu Tarot. For group three, we have the Green Goldstone, and we'll be using the Tarot of the Divine. And for group four, we have the Tourmalated Quartz, and we'll be using the Zodiac Tarot for group four. So go ahead, pause the video if you need more time to decide, and we're just going to jump right into it. Alright, if you chose group one with the Rose Quartz and the Wake Me Up Tarot, this is your reading. Your next lover. Who will you fall in love with next? We shall see. We'll figure out where you'll meet as well. We'll get all the details, Spirit. For group one, please show us their next lover. How is this connection coming together? Who is this to group one? Ooh. So right away, I'm picking up on a group of you who already know your person. We have time apart and responsibilities, and then we have love language gift giving that has just come out. So it seems like your person is coming in an energy of wanting to show you their appreciation, their appreciation for your patience, their appreciation for the process, and also who you are. They want to give you a gift. They want to do something special for you right away, even for those of you who don't know this person yet. They're coming in a generous energy, and we have open your heart that has just come out as well. So there's definitely kind of like a push from Spirit for you to open up so you can receive all that this connection has to offer. It's kind of giving me the vibes of like when you've waited a long time and you get your reward. Some of you, you know, like say this is a soulmate. Some of you could have been in separation with your soulmate, not having had met them yet in this life. And it's like you're finally meeting and things are finally coming together. So Spirit is rewarding you for your patience, rewarding you for the process, everything you've had to do to get to this point, that kind of thing. Ooh, yeah, not gonna lie, group one, there is a resonance here. It really does feel like most of you already know this person, and if you haven't met them in the 3D, it's like you've at least connected with them in some sort of other way. Spiritually, emotionally, you've felt their energy, even if it's been unconscious. Their energy is coming through so strongly as well. I keep feeling that kind of soulmate energy. So we have time apart and responsibilities. Time apart says a time of separation. Responsibility says romance interrupted, duties come first. So maybe you couldn't date because of your financial situation, or maybe you couldn't date because you ended up switching jobs, moving to a new place, had to get used to your new place. Something has kind of kept you guys in separation or apart to some degree. We have love language gift giving. It says tokens of reciprocity that hold cherished memories. So it seems like this person is immediately coming in, giving you a gift, giving you something to, I want to say, remember them by. So it kind of feels like this person is in and out. I'm getting a little bit of like military vibes, or a little bit of I have a job that requires me to travel, airplane attendant vibes, pilot vibes. it kind of feels like someone is in and out for some reason. You may go in and out of series of being able to commit and not. Like if you look at like the last year, for an example, you can see like chunks, periods of time where it would have been a bad time for you to date or something like that. It kind of seems like time is a huge factor here in this connection. Now, this is your next lover, so things are eventually, you know, coming through. Things are finally being pieced together, but I'm just feeling like there was a whole lot needed to get here to this point. We have open your heart. It says love is the highest energy of all. Let it in. We have signs and clues. It says the universe is talking to you. So yeah, it does seem like spirit has been giving you signs and signals about this coming together. If one of your spiritual gifts have to do with like seeing the future, or if you're psychic to some degree, that could be what it is as well. You could be picking up on this energy yourself. Your higher self could be communicating to you. But we got the rekindling card here, so an old flame returns is what it says at the bottom of that one. It's really feeling familiar. Spirit, for group one, show us about their next lover. So we got the twin flame card that has come up right away. Twin flame connections are notorious for being able to pick up on each other's energy. I would not at all be surprised. We have twin flames, karma, clarity, and beauty. So yeah, group one, for you, your next lover, I really do feel like this is someone you already know. Small portion of you, this is going to be someone that you don't know. But with clarity and beauty, it's kind of like this person had to go through certain things to appreciate the connection, and vice versa. You had to go through certain things to appreciate this person and what they bring to the table or who they are. Twin flames, it says mirroring, shared feelings, and reflection. Karma says consequences, cause and effect, and debts. So it feels like some debts had to be cleared. I feel like your love life has been affected by like your career life or some other area in your life. But when the karma card first came out, I was feeling like karmic kind of energy. Those connections are notorious for kind of like being on a loop or being in and out, having to go through a couple cycles with them before you can finally have your true romantic moment with them. Karmics are good for that. And I was feeling, you know, more soulmate before, but we got the twin flames card that has come out here. So your next lover is your twin flame. We have clarity, we have beauty. Clarity says truth, intentions, and honesty. So they're coming in an energy. I mean, we can kind of see that reflected from the first deck as well with love language, gift giving. Coming in an energy of having clarity and seeing your value. Beauty says charming, graceful, and kind-hearted. Charming energy is all about kind of like making people feel good. You're charming them. Something that's kind of magical, something that feels kind of like otherworldly. You know, you're treating people. So I see this person coming in chivalrous, wanting to date you, like take you out. I see you guys going out having fun. I see them appreciating your value. They've had clarity as well at this point. So they're coming in an energy where they're not confused about what they want, not confused about who you are to them. They're coming in an energy that feels very beneficial and ready to rock and roll, ready to get this thing off the ground. Spirit, tell us more for group of one, their next lover. Ooh, we got exhaustion and lusting. Ooh, with cloudy judgment here. You may have been having a time, or this person may have been having a time. It's like both of you have been kind of looking for each other subconsciously and kind of going through the motions, dating different people. You could have experienced like multiple failed kind of talking stages recently. Like it kind of seems like there's been a lot of, you know, the part of the connection where it's kind of like a bit delusional when you're like planning your future and whatnot with this person who's still new to you. It feels like you may have been through a few of those, which is like, it's the most fun part because it's like you're living in Delulu, you're living in bliss, ignorance is bliss, and things haven't gotten real yet. You haven't really discovered if you're a true match to that person yet, but also to experience that multiple times in a row is not fun anymore. It's actually frustrating. So I see things, you know, everything kind of coming to a close for you. And I see you stepping into a new part of your journey that does include commitment with your twin flame. We have exhaustion and lusting. Exhaustion says depletion, drained, and long journey. Definitely picked up on that long journey. But it seems like you're ready for the lust phase to come to a close. Or if this is solely their energy, they're ready for that to come to a close. Lusting says forbidden. Physical, energy, non-committal. This person is ready to settle down. It's looking like this is going to be a long-term relationship for you. And I am curious, how long-term? Like, are we talking forever partner? Or what's good? What's key? We shall see. We have cloudy judgment and hoping. Oh no. So listen, you may have made some blunders along the way. Forgive yourself, release all of that, and step into your future. It already happened. There's no point to feel guilty about it forever. You know, if you had some cloudy judgment and you done dealt with some people or did some things that you didn't want to do, listen, it's already in the past. So it's like you might as well let it go. Cloudy judgment, it says illusions, unbalanced, and distorted. You may be kind of in a haze. I would say doing like a clearing ritual for yourself and then taking a spiritual bath to cleanse your energy would be really good at this time. And water is conscious, you know. A lot of people manifest with water, so speaking into the water, what you're releasing from your body and giving to the water, and then releasing the water to be transmuted for its highest good, for its highest benefit, is an amazing thing that you can do right now. Literally, as you're sitting in the bath, taking your spiritual bath, put some herbs up in there, some oils up in there for clearing, and speak to the water. Say, listen, water, spill the beans. I've done it before. Literally, I have spilled the beans to my bath water. I don't care. And released it, and it was gone. Trust and believe that energy will literally leave your life and just very quickly. Is just amazing. So I feel like this is a good time for that, so that you can release all of that and step into your future. We have hoping, it says expecting, faith, and manifesting. So I do see things changing for you rather quickly. And doing a good old releasing is just the thing I feel like you need right now to allow you to move into your future and kind of let go of all of that stuff from the past that you may be hanging on to or that's sitting in your energy. Spirit, tell us more about this connection. How will it be moving forward for them? We have the Devil reversed and the Ace of Wands. I would say that's a good sign. Ooh, we got the Moon reversed. I like that too. Moving forward with clarity. Devil reversed, it kind of feels like we're not here to hurt each other. We're not here to experience more lessons. Ace of Wands. We're both in an empowered space and looking towards the future, exciting, creating, manifesting, maybe even a bit of power couple energy here, inspiring each other. With the Moon reverse, I can definitely see that your twin knows what they want and they're coming in a much more peaceful energy. It just feels like they finally feel normal as well. You know, for everyone, your person's energy isn't super like charismatic, etc. But you will definitely see the difference in like the peace and the zen and just the energy that they're in. It seems like before it may have been very chaotic or all over the place, or it may have seemed like they were in a fog. And that energy is cleared. And with the twin flame dynamic, it's notorious for that mirroring. And I was definitely feeling like you guys may be feeling in a fog. And then I started to talk about like, you know, doing the clearing and whatnot. So maybe they need a clearing too. But that energy is going to be gone moving forward. We got the Fool with the Five of Cups reversed. So they're coming. I definitely feel like they've released something. Like Five of Cups can be an energy of even kind of sinking into a low spot for a long period of time, struggling with emotional regulation. And with the Five of Cups showing up reversed with the Fool, this is like, I'm ready to move forward because I've Five of Cups reversed, let go. I'm ready for, you know, the Fool here, free fall. I'm ready to see what the universe has for me, see what you got for me, see what I got for you. And Five of Cups reverse. I have worked on my whatever they were kind of struggling with or going through. Tell us more about this relationship, Spirit. We have the Empress reverse, the Nine of Swords, with the Page of Swords, wow, Justice, and the Knight of Wands. Seven of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. I feel like this connection has all the possibility to be a really long-term, really good connection for the both of you. The next leg of the journey for you two is about moving forward, Knight of Wands, Page of Swords, experiencing life, living life, Justice card, handling past debts, past karma, making up for lost time. So I feel like your next lover, it feels like you're in the phase of the twin flame dynamic where things finally get good. And if this is someone, for a small portion of you who have not met this person yet, if this is someone you have not met, you may have gone on the journey during your life, just learning certain lessons that aligned you to them. And now it's like you're together with your romantic partner, and then you kind of just get to sail off into the sunset. Some people learn through the twin flame dynamic. Some people learn through life and then meet up with the twin. And then it's like you're co-creating from there. But we have the Page of Swords here. Good communication, new beginnings, trying new things. Knight of Wands, this person seems to have a whole lot of energy and life force as well, whereas before they may have been kind of like depleted or even hard to be around energetically. They could have been a bit of a pain. We have the Empress reversed. I don't exactly love that. So perhaps they have a mother wound, especially with this coming up with the Nine of Swords, because there is some fear that they may not be able to provide. That could be physically, financially, that could be emotionally. They still have their doubts for sure. Nine of Swords, it kind of scares them to think that they're going to be held accountable for someone else's like emotions, and that they're going to have to really stand up, like in times where they would have been able to kind of run, they're going to have to show up. That scares them, but what's life without a little fear? I feel like that's normal. Spirit, where will they meet? How will they meet? For group one. So we got stability and security coming out right away. And I felt that at some point in your reading where it's like you may have gone through in and out of times of being able to date, depending on your financial situation, or maybe it was your living situation. But with stability and security here, it seems like you're meeting this person as you're in a place of stability, as you're in a place of security. So you could be securing a new home, a new living situation, and you meet this person, say they're your next door neighbor, or they're someone who works at your local whatever spot, you know. You could meet this person in some way connected to that, or this person could be working at your new job that you end up starting. This person could bring in an opportunity for you, a financial opportunity with stability. I see them connected to either work or home for you in some way. Even if you like own your home, you're not moving anytime soon, job situation good. This person, you could end up hiring them for some sort of home improvement project, or you can end up meeting them as you're shopping for a home improvement, you know, project. Spirit will surprise you with the ways that things are connected. Sometimes I literally just get chills by the details of it all. Yeah, and we have seclusion and longing here. So that lets me know you guys may be a homebody. Group one, you may be homebodies, and Spirit's like, oh, I already know. I gotta be super detail oriented for group one. I gotta be on top of it for group one because they barely get out of the house. They're secluded most of the time. So I gotta really be creative with this one. You'd be surprised, like you could randomly never ever have issues with your plumbing, and then all of a sudden your toilet's breaking down, you gotta hire a plumber. Spirit, just to get this connection, just to get it, like, you'd be surprised. Well, we do have seclusion and longing here. I will say, group 1, try to take your mind off of it, because that's just going to kind of drive you nuts to be in a space of longing. Try to be more in a space of empowerment. I don't feel like you need to for the purpose of manifestation, but just to make you feel better personally, so that any residual waiting period left over for this to come through doesn't kind of like drive you cray cray. We got love and we got events here. So with the love card, I was actually hearing blind dates. So this could be a setup. Someone could connect you with this person. Also, any celebration of love. You can meet this person, say a wedding. And then also, what was I getting? I was picking up, I kept hearing boyfriend. So the boyfriend of one of your friends may end up randomly having someone that they think of to connect you with. Like, say they have a new coworker at their job, never crossed their mind. You end up going out with your bestie, they bring their boyfriend, and then all of a sudden they're like, you know what? Da 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 da. I got this person I feel like you would vibe with. We also have the events card here. So I would say be open to going to new events, be open to kind of connecting with people, be open to concerts, be open to really any events. It could be a small event, small get together. It could be a big event. What else does group 1 need to know, Spirit? Yeah, I definitely get an energy of travel here. I just saw 555 on the camera. We have more adventures. It says, embrace the unknown with curiosity, letting each journey shape the path of wisdom. So I feel like you're learning different things at this time, but I also definitely feel like that's telling Spirit, like, let's get out of our comfort zone, homebody. Let's get out of our comfort zone a little bit. Let's be more open to adventures. Let's be more curious. Not in the sense that we look for trouble and problems or, you know, things to kind of like implode, but where we can have some sort of opening where someone can kind of slide it, pause, to our life. And then we have resurrection. It says, shake off the past and rise again. Absolutely. That's exactly what I feel for this reading. It says, reinvent yourself and you will rise up from the ashes even more powerful. Yeah, we're leaving that old phase. It's easier said than done, but you're definitely stepping away from the past. We have see what's real. It says, observe with clarity. True insights lie beyond the surface. So Spirit's revealing things to you every day. New spiritual gifts may even be popping up. Spirit is even giving you insights on this connection. So be open to that. That's what I got for you, group 1. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like your own private tarot reading or any of my other magical offerings, that is where you can find me. And that's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 2 with the Golden Art Nouveau and the Red Jasper, can't talk today, obviously, Red Jasper crystal, this is your reading, tapping into your next lover. Who will you fall in love with next? Group 2, we'll see how you will meet as well. Spirit, show us their next lover. For group 2, ooh, wow. First card out, we got the marriage card. So the wait can be over for a lot of you, group 2. If you're marriage minded, if that's something that you are interested in, it will certainly be on the table. My goodness. Okay, so there's definitely a lot going on in your spread. We have best friend and friend zoned, a lot of friendship energy here. So the person that you end up getting married to could be someone that you friend zoned. Your next lover could be someone who starts off as a friend, someone who doesn't start as a solely romantic partner. This could be a connection that grows into that. But it seems like, you know, this is kicking off and you're attracted to this person. You like this person. I feel like they're really charismatic and funny. But when it comes to jumping into something romantically, you may not be ready for all that, or you may not be super marriage minded. You may be in an energy where you're trying to figure things out, or you want to take your time. You don't want to jump into something, especially if you know that you have a habit of kind of jumping into connections. That could be why you're taking your time. But best friend, it says friendship is vital to your romance. Feelings deepen and blossom. So yeah, it's looking like, even if this isn't, for the majority of you, honestly, I don't feel like it's going to be your current best friend or your current friend, etc. I feel like this person is starting as a friend to you, and then the romance is blossoming like the card says. But Spirit is kind of saying like it needs to be this way. And listen, marriage is a partnership. So yes, you need to feel like you can depend on this person. You need to feel like you can trust this person, and like they're not just a lover, but a friend. Now we have friend zoned. It says a lack of passion in this companionship. So you may be friend zoning this person in the beginning. You may not be taking them seriously, and they're having to kind of win you over. We got the marriage card. It says wedding bells are ringing. So this connection is moving forward in a romantic direction. This is a romantic connection. But I feel like this person is having to really prove that they're the one for you, or prove that they could even provide for you. We have material attachment, and then we have third party. So it's going to be one of these. Either you're going to need this person to be fully dedicated to you right away, not dating other people. Maybe you expect them to date one person at a time. Or with material attachment, they're going to have to prove that they can provide before they can get close to you. Material attachment, it says too much focus on visible trappings. So, maybe this person is starting this as a friend, and you want to rush things to the altar, or vice versa. They could be really trying to get you to commit to marrying them like right away, as soon as they know you. And there's a little bit of a disconnect there. We have third party. It says you may be dealing with a karmic situation. So you may experience this through multiple people. You may experience like people trying to get you to commit to them right in the beginning, even if they're doing their own thing or dating other people. You may be used to not trusting people as well. And it's seeming like this person is really having to win you over. We have love language, gift giving. So this person, the way that they are trying to kind of connect with you is by putting their money where their mouth is, giving you gifts, treating you, showing you I'm invested, investing in you right out the gate, right in the beginning. And we have spirit soul path. It says a personal evolution within your relationship. So I feel like you're in a space right now. When you first meet your next lover, you and them aren't exactly in alignment right in the beginning. There could be a third party situation. It could be more karmic, like the card says, versus an actual third party person being an issue. You could be rotational dating, and this person is not feeling that. I see a lot of that nowadays. Or you could be super attached to material things. The card says visible trappings. So it could be someone putting a ring on it, and it's like, well, I got to get to know you first. And it's like, no, I'm marriage minded. That could be the thing. Or it could be, a fixation on, having a provider or something like that. Honestly, with your next lover, group 2, you guys aren't like you. There's definitely a disconnect in the beginning. I feel like you're connected and attracted to this person from a heart space, but when it comes to what you expect from each other materially, or when it comes to what you expect from each other in terms of like dating, there's a disconnect. So maybe that's why you're friend zoning them, because you're seeing right away, these are red flags, or these are things I don't want. So you're like kind of shutting it down. And Spirit's like, hold on now, there's a marriage potential here. This is not the situation you want to shut down. So maybe Spirit is having to enlighten you and show you like not everything looks exactly how you would expect it to. Or vice versa on their end. Spirit is showing them like it's not all about material things. Stop, release these expectations of what this person needs to wear, what this person needs to have, what they need to, so on and so forth. Yeah, you guys are having to build true intimacy, true trust and loyalty. to each other in the beginning. You know, I feel like one or both of you are jaded and you're kind of looking for someone who will just kind of fill certain boxes at this point. And Spirit is saying, we got the possibilities card. There's so much more here than that. So much more here than just having a partner that looks a certain way or a partner that brings you certain material attachments. There's a true love opportunity here, marriage and partnership opportunity. Possibilities, it says adventure, risks, free-spirited. We have intimacy and loyalty. So your next lover, this is someone you're starting off as friends with or someone you're going on a date with and then friend zoning. And then you guys are slowly but surely getting to know each other by going on dates. Honestly, it may even be in a friendship kind of manner. If both of you are kind of in denial, you may not call it dates, but it's like you're going on dates, you're doing things together, just the two of you. Definitely dating, but kind of in denial about it. You feel attracted to this person from a heart space. You want to move forward with them from a heart space, but the material expectation or the dating expectation isn't there, or, you know, something is out of alignment. So it's like you're kind of triggered and putting them in the friend zone and having to kind of build that trust and loyalty in time. Loyalty says reliability, believing and trusting. So you have to see it to believe it. So it's going to take some time. Intimacy says bonding, sensual and confiding. So you guys are having to have multiple conversations where you discuss your future, what you see for the future, the kind of person you are, what you want from a connection. And we got divine masculine here, so they're going to have to show up, period, point blank, or you're going to have to show up, period, point blank. It's like we can overlook certain things, but we can't overlook that is a masculine energy and yang. I'm going to need that yang. I'm going to need that masculine energy. Certain things we really can't overlook. So you guys are working through it. It's taking time. We have karma and withdrawn. Karma says consequences, cause and effect, and debts. This may be a debt that has to be cleared from you experiencing certain things in the journey and becoming jaded. Listen, it could be. Withdrawn says single, lonely, and solitary. So group 2, this is such an interesting reading because it's a love reading. When I do love readings, I don't really expect people to be so disconnected or withdrawn or closed off. And it feels like you may have been single for a long time or hurt really bad by someone in the past or just very doubtful. Now that I could easily see, because the dating pool is crazy nowadays. Like, it's so crazy. I feel like, does anyone else feel like things just drastically escalated like in the last 2 years where it's like, okay, yeah, the dating pool has always been janky. It's always been kind of like risky to date, but then it just kind of like, what the heck? How did we get here though? I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I'm like, the stuff I hear is just insane. But yeah, you could have gotten a taste of some of that too. I don't blame you for being doubtful. Spirit, tell us how this is coming together. Tell us about the relationship. What will the relationship be like? How are we getting here? So we got the 3 of Cups reversed and the 3 of Pentacles reversed. I would say it kind of feels like your energy is a bit contradictory. It could be a buildup of karmic energy though, to be fair. So this would be a good time to do like a big clearing on yourself, especially if you know that you're ready and you've done the work and you're, you know, looking towards the future with open arms, because I would say at that point it's likely energetic. But it does kind of look like, you know, 3 of Pentacles is a card of working with the higher power. 3 of Cups can be a card of like the fates and fate and destiny and being in good spirits and being ready and celebrations and wedding bells and all that kind of stuff. And we got both of them showing up reversed. You may be seeing different combinations of angel numbers with 3s in it, with the repeating 3s here. 313, 303, 333. Someone has 3s in their like address. But we got the Three of Pentacles reversed. I don't love to see that. You know, you don't want to be closed off to the higher power. Maybe it's a good time to set some intention and manifest if you haven't. If you have, you're probably good on that. But I would say reconnecting with your guides, you know, revisiting your altar, putting some fresh flowers on there or something, you know, for your guides, your spiritual team, getting back into meditation so you can reconnect with yourself if that's what it is. Journaling even, you know, journaling your thoughts, your feelings, your fears, because this does come across as someone who, it's like Two of Pentacles. No, I'm not going to leave any space for the universe. I'm not going to leave any space for any person to come in here and tell me what I'm about to do. I already know what I expect and what I want, and it's either that or absolutely nothing. It's kind of like your energy is very rigid and closed off or very fixated on something specific. Perhaps it can be the material attachment that we got before, or perhaps you're looking for someone to be like obsessed with you right in the beginning. And with the third party card, like just even the thought of them dating anyone else while they're dating you is just like unacceptable, you know, because of past experiences. Once you're committed, that's a whole other thing. Once you have a conversation about exclusivity, that's a whole other thing. At that point, 1000%, we absolutely expect our people to be exclusively dating us. But until that point, we can't just close people off because we see, like, come on, like, we got to be open. We got to be reasonable to some degree. It's just kind of very hard for you guys to get into this relationship. I do see a lot of resistance, not going to lie. We got the Ten of Cups coming in clutch. Spirit's like, but they're still ending up, you know, with their happily ever after. Four of Pentacles reversed. They're still ending up releasing their inhibitions and connecting with this person and having their moment. We got the Seven of Wands reversed. So I guess it's about the difficulty. As you get to know this person, I do see you eventually becoming comfortable with them, and I see you guys working things out. And it's like Seven of Wands reverse. At some point, it just snaps and you allow yourself to free fall. You allow yourself to love and be loved. So I feel like, you know, you may be taking the winding path, but that's fine. Spirit's coming through clutch with the confirmation. Things are still coming around. There's some resistance. My personal advice is to try to clear that now. It's always better to like do something before you need to, just to make it a little bit easier on you. But Spirit's coming through with the confirmation that even if you just kind of go through the process, it'll still be cleared. You'll still end up with your desired outcome. So we have Justice reversed, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles reversed. So yeah, some sort of delay. Six of Pentacles reversed. There may have had to be a specific timeline where this person, where you connected with this person. But the relationship in itself, honestly, I feel like this is a true partnership, especially with that Seven of Pentacles. That's long-term stability. That's true partnership. I feel like you're going to learn what the real meaning of marriage is, and maybe you'll be able to turn around and share that with the world in some way and let us all know what's really tea with that. Let's see where or how you shall meet, Spirit. For group 2, where or how are they meeting? For some of you right away, I'm seeing you meeting this person as you're traveling. I see you meeting this person as you're in a place that you've never been at this point. We have the Unknown card here, giving me an energy of you in a place that you've never been. Also, we have Indulgence and Risk, which was kind of giving me a Vegas vibe. But this could be anywhere that has a casino. This could be anywhere where you're doing something adventurous. Now I'm seeing like zip lining in the forest. So yeah, with Indulgence and Risk here, it seems like you're treating yourself. With Indulgence, you could be meeting this person somewhere like a place that has desserts, a place that has delicacies, food. But I see you meeting this person as you're kind of gifting yourself something. So you could be taking yourself on a trip. You can be treating yourself even like to something that's more like self-care. But with the risk card, it definitely feels like adventure. It feels like travel. It feels like Vegas or somewhere with casinos. It feels like vacationing. We have the Earth card here, so you shall be meeting this person as you're outside. Perhaps this is literally or as you're traveling the Earth. Let me drink some more water. All of a sudden, my throat chakra is having issues as soon as I start talking to group 2. No problems all day, been talking all day. And as soon as I do this reading, it's like blocking the throat chakra. You may be having a hard time expressing yourself, asking for anything from the universe. Perhaps you feel like the universe didn't answer before, so why bother? Or a hard time communicating what it is that you want or figuring out what it is that you want. Nice. We got the golden moment card. I love when this card comes out because that really just talks about divine timing and spirit kind of aligning you with your person. Usually golden moment is talking about a personal, like spirit kind of picking you up and placing you in the right place at the right time, and vice versa with your person. So with golden moment here, even for those of you who are homebodies, even for those of you who don't have very much room in your life for adventure or for too much variation to meet new people, Spirit's like, listen, I got you. I got your back. I'm going to give you a golden moment. I'm going to give you an opportunity to meet your person in a unique way tailored to you. I also see your spiritual gifts are drastically increasing and things are being revealed to you in more literal ways. We have the veil of illusion and breakthrough here. Veil of illusion, it says, lift the veils of illusion, seeking truth beneath the surface and navigate through love and career authentically. Career's coming up again here. Breakthrough, it says, navigate life's many twists and turns with elegance and resilience. So keep going. You're really close. We have saving grace. It says forgiving yourself and others heals the wounds and it sets you free. I definitely feel like that's true. For those of you who have been kind of jaded from past experiences, clear that energy, get that up off of you so it's not coming into new connections. We have walking unscathed and spirit link, walking unscathed, that says you're fortunate that a trap that was laid out for you, you were too smart to fall for it. Spirit Link says, stay aligned with your highest dreams and ideals to find success. So I would definitely write down your intentions, a high level of manifestation, a high level of like setting intention and things coming to fruition. I would definitely write out what it is you're expecting. Keep your eye on the prize and just kind of move forward. Spirit's going to bless you with everything kind of playing out in your favor. That is what I got for you, Group 2. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose Group 3 with the green goldstone and the Tarot of the Divine, this is your reading, tapping into your next lover. Who will you fall in love with next? Where or how you will meet your next lover. We'll get all of that, Spirit. For Group 3, please show us their next lover. Who is Group 3 falling in love with next? Okay, so right away, I'm feeling like this is someone very specific. Yeah, it's like so clear right away. We have manifesting the one, best friend, and lasting love. So right away, I'm getting the energy that you're looking for like your forever partner, someone who you can grow old with, someone who you can really trust, someone who doesn't have a bunch of resistance or a bunch of things kind of holding them back, someone who's ready, someone who's open, like all the things. Manifesting the one says, very soon your true love will arrive. So I would say that's definitely a good omen for those of you who have already been manifesting. Keep up with that. It is leading you to your desired outcome. And if you haven't been, this is a good time to do so. I got spell work on my Etsy shop, so I can always help you with that if you're not super witchy yourself. But definitely a good time to try that manifestation technique if you've been called to one, because it's looking very fruitful. At a minimum, I would just set some intention. You can write it down or you can speak it out loud, but just take a beat, take a moment to communicate to spirit what it is you're looking for and just to set that intention. Best friend, it says, friendship is vital to your romance. Feelings deepen and blossom. So it's so clear, like you're looking for your best friend. You're looking for the one, and that is what you are manifesting into your life. It doesn't feel like you're compromising. It doesn't feel like you're kind of taking whatever's out there or whatever's coming to you. It very much so feels like you're saying, okay, this is exactly what I want. This is exactly what I need and what I'm looking for. Let me be intentional and manifest this to me. And listen, it's come into fruition. Lasting love says, this is your true love. So 2 cards talking about like that one true love. Me personally, I don't like to think that way just because it's so hard. You can't force if there's just one person that you have total compatibility with, that you're truly meant to be with, which I have seen for certain people where there's just the one person that they just puzzle piece. But I try not to focus on it too much myself personally, just because it's like you can't force it. It can be very, very hard when you just have the one versus like an archetype, a type of person you want to attract to you. But we got 2 cards showing up talking about the one true love for you. So that may very much so be the case for you, group 3, where you really are one of those people who have like a one true love of a lifetime type of love that just blows you out of the water and knocks your socks off. Spirit, what else can you tell us for group 3? Oh my goodness. We got twin flame recognition, forgiveness, and rendezvous. My goodness. So as you're manifesting the one, I do see your twin flame coming back into your life, or your twin flame coming into your life. Twin flame recognition, it says, you know, this soul mirrors your own. So there is someone coming through that often mirrors you. You resonate with this person to a high degree. You often feel the same way that this person does. You relate to this person. You recognize them from a soul space. Yeah, that person, they're coming back in. And you may have learned that regardless of that deep level of resonance, there may be more needed for a relationship to work. So I don't know how receptive you're going to be to this energy, especially as you're busy as a bee manifesting the one, looking for something very specific and higher level. Oof, this person may get their head bit off. Forgiveness, it says, allow healing waters to wash away the pain of the past. So maybe it's more about like closure, especially for those of you who've already met your twin flame. You know, I do see the twin flame coming back into your life, and it looks like it's more for the purpose of forgiveness. So this person may be apologizing. You guys may be apologizing to each other for what you kind of put each other through in the connection when it was alive and well, and you know, you were going through it. But it does seem more like a cycle closure, cycle completion moment. Now listen, if you know your personal timeline, or if you know your personal pattern, then you could already know what's going on here, because we got the rendezvous card. I know my personal pattern is kind of like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Usually I have a big breakthrough. So like say I'm trying to reach a health goal. For me, I usually meet the health goal and then I'll slip on the health goal. So say I'm trying to okay, I want to lose 10 pounds. I'll lose the 10 pounds, gain 5, and then lose 5 for good. That's my personal pattern, kind of like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. So if you look back in your life, you can kind of recognize your pattern. You see where I'm going with this? Because for some of you, you're going to have to run that back with this rendezvous, and you're going to have a hot, period of time with your twin flame. And then it's just like, okay, I'm good. That was the last time. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. That was the 1 step back. I know I declared I would never talk to them, be with them ever again. But here we are. And yes, I am engaging, but it just for the once. And then we're gonna move on. So could be a situation like that going on. Oh my goodness, I heard a siren outside. I don't think you can hear it from the camera, but definitely sirens going off. So it may be hot, spicy, and out of nowhere, dangerous even. Rendezvous, it says a private getaway for two is calling you. So listen, I see your twin flame coming back and trying to be on some freaky, no, not really, but I do see them coming back, and I see y'all having a little rendezvous, okay? Also, Spirit is showing me like messages and FaceTime specifically. So this could be someone that comes into your life and then you guys end up talking on the phone a lot, FaceTiming a lot. And that could be your rendezvous. It's not going to be physical for everyone. Spirit for group 3. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, we got the return card here. It says second chance, opportunity, and making amends. So I feel like you're kind of in a win-win position, group 3, because you get to kind of say what you want to happen here. If you don't want to deal with your twin flame romantically, then obviously that's not something that will happen because you will reject it, be closed off to it, repel it. But I feel like at a minimum, it's cycle completion with making amends on that card. So we got the 1 day card here. Yeah, just try to take it 1 day, one step at a time. We have 1 day and withdrawn. So it definitely feels like you're ready, tired of the wait, ready to move forward into the next phase and cycle. It's happening, everything in due time. 1 day it says someday, somewhere, in another time. Withdrawn says lonely, single, and solitary. So do your best to kind of fill up the empty space in your life with things that make you happy. Take time to celebrate all that you've been through and to acknowledge it as well. And that'll help you kind of, kill some time for this to come through. You are manifesting the one. It's coming in. It's going to be worth the wait. A lasting love, a best friend. Is very specific. Like I said, good time to manifest it if that's where you're at. If you're in a place where it's like, okay, I'm ready for the one. But it's happening. So just to kind of give you a sense of peace until it's here. If you're feeling kind of antsy, try to kind of fill up that empty space with other things to kind of keep you occupied. We have influences in chemistry. I'm so excited. Chemistry, it says attraction, spark, and passion. So with this person, I see you feeling that spark. I see you feeling that excitement, and it kind of feels like you may not have really felt that for a while for a person. It doesn't seem like the same old gives you that spark anymore. So say, years ago you used to date like the bad boy, bad girl archetype, and that gave you that spark, that excitement. It's like that doesn't excite you anymore. It concerns you, So it's been hard for you to kind of get excited for anyone because it kind of seems like maybe people are too regular, or maybe you're a bit jaded, kind of feeling like, well, it's not really going to lead to anything super magical for me anyways. But you're going to have your moment. Spirit's like, yeah, group 3 is going to eat their words. They're going to eat their thoughts because they're going to see how things are going to get exciting for them. We have influences here. It says third parties, attachments, and peers. When this card came out, though, I immediately felt this having to do with your timeline. There goes those sirens again. Having to do with your timeline. So I feel like Spirit is kind of saying, and that's what I was saying with the one true love. If you have a one true love, it can really only be manifested like in divine timing by Spirit because there's just one. So with millions of people, it's like kind of like way too much, way too hard to try to manifest yourself. So yeah, Spirit is in the background. Your guides are in the background bringing things together for you. A lot of faith needed to be had at this time. Not even faith, but just patience. So it's better to just distract yourself anyway. Spirit, tell us about this relationship. Tell us about the journey. How are they getting there? How is this happening? We have the Queen of Cups with the Tower reversed. So Spirit is saying this relationship, this person is giving safe space energy. 10 of Swords reversed, 9 of Swords reversed. You love to see it. 9 of Swords is like anxiety, worry, sleepless nights. 10 of Swords is like going down, hitting the fan, being all over the place, chaotic, uncomfortable. So for both of these to show up reversed, I would definitely take that as a good omen for Spirit to say your next era is going to be kind of like stress and worry free. Set it and forget it type of energy. When you go hang out with this person, it's like you kind of get to leave your brain at home. And also, even when it comes to manifestation, do the manifestation and then completely release it. Set the intention, make it clear with Spirit about what it is that you want, and then just allow Spirit to do all that heavy lifting. Like I said, one true love, it's hard to kind of force. You just kind of have to set that intention. All right, Spirit, I'm ready, and let it manifest and let it come to you. We got the Queen of Cups. I see you being appreciated. I see you being treated. Treated in the sense of like, you know, your partner is paying for things for you. You know, Queen of Cups providing for you, holding space for your thoughts, for your mind, for your heart, for your beliefs. Yeah, spirituality is being highlighted for me. You could be someone who your spirituality really is important, and you can't be with someone who's constantly kind of bumping up against your spiritual beliefs. It could be very triggering or could cause anxiety, worry, friction in a relationship for you. With the Tower reverse, I see this relationship being your safe era, where you're able to be safe with your partner. Yeah, and it's all about getting in alignment. That's what Spirit is kind of saying, especially we just got the Two of Cups that came up reversed. We have the Death card here reversed at the bottom of the deck. So Spirit is saying getting this closure with the Twin Flame, closing the cycle with whoever this is to you, whether it's a karmic, a twin flame, an ex, is necessary to be able to move forward. So even if you don't want to hear them out, I would say hear them out for your best interest so that there's nothing in the background that you have to worry about. But we do have the Three of Coins reverse and the Two of Cups reverse. This is like a recurring theme. I've told every single pile that it is a good idea to do a cleansing at this time. So I'm going to go ahead and do one too after today to get myself together, because whenever I get these repeating messages, it's a collective energy at that point. We need to do clearings for love to come through. And I was getting some finance energy as well with group 1 and 2. So this can affect your financial situation as well. If you've been kind of struggling or at a standstill financially, doing a clearing on yourself, taking a spiritual bath, cleansing your energy is necessary, because we got the Three of Coins reverse and the Two of Cups reverse, showing me that your main responsibility at this time is really just about getting in alignment. Once you're in alignment, it really feels like everything else is going to piece itself together. Beyond the Death card reversed at the bottom of the deck, you know, this Twin Flame coming back and getting that closure, closing the cycle with them. I just saw 1414 on the camera. I don't know off the top of my head what that angel number means, but I just saw that. But that would be really the majority of what I see necessary for you. Cleansing. Okay, there's actually a few things now that I think about it. Cleansing, setting intention, just telling Spirit one good time what it is you're looking for, or having someone else do the manifestation work for you, and then closing the cycle with the twins. So you got 3 things on the docket. But once you get in this relationship, smooth sailing, good energy, good vibes. We got the Ace of Coins reverse, the Knight of Cups, and the Page of Swords reverse. So Spirit is also coming through with an era of not having to try so hard, being authentic in this relationship, showing up as yourself, not trying to be the cool girl, the cool guy, what you think someone would be attracted to or what you think someone would want, but literally just showing up as yourself. That'll also help them recognize you as their one true love, because you will genuinely mesh, because you're showing up as the true you and they are as well, so you can just kind of lock in. All right, spirits, where or how will they meet their next lover? We have illusions and mystery that came out right away. So Spirit is coming through almost with like a warning, telling you to be aware of pitfalls, be aware of things coming. You know, I'm seeing like a timeline. Spirit is showing me like scrolling on TikTok, which is crazy because I don't even have TikTok. And I'm seeing that. So TikTok algorithm, it can be very aggressive. It's like once you like or sit on one video like a moment too long, or like even a comment, it'll keep showing you like thousands more of that kind of video. So your timeline may be stuck on a loop, and it may have to do with spirituality and manifestation. Spirituality is fine, but if you keep getting like manifestation, like reels or videos that show up on your TikTok, try not to engage with them anymore. It's just gonna make you feel like there's still something that you have to do, and we already got a message that Spirit is saying set it and forget it. So it'll just be irritating and kind of call you into doing more than you have to if you keep having those popping up. So I'm seeing that. But the illusions card, it also says illusions and mystery. So honestly, it could be a mystery where you end up meeting your person, how you end up meeting your person. It could be very specific to you, especially if you're like more of a homebody, a loner, if you don't if you're not super open to meeting new people, if you don't have a whole lot of areas in your life where new people can come through, like say you've been working at the same job for years with the same team, everyone's pretty locked in, you know, or you have the same route, the same things that you typically do, Spirit will have to kind of curate a plan for you. We also have the guidance card here, so I'm feeling that super strongly where it's going to vary from person to person. And again, it's just like bringing me back to that message of Spirit saying, listen, just be in alignment. Set that intention, be in alignment. Beyond that, you're good. You are good. I'm going to bring them to you. With the guidance card, Spirit is divinely guiding you to your next lover. And it'll be a mystery to a degree how you will connect and meet this person. We have the hope card here. So I feel like Spirit is showing you more like angel numbers, signs, signals, giving you like these bursts of hope, these bursts of signs that really resonate with you deeply and kind of hold you over for a while longer. And then you'll get another one, and then you'll be held over for a long time. You'll start to get antsy, then you'll get another one. You could also be someone who, when Spirit gives you certainty, like certain answers, you may start to subconsciously chase or actively chase because it's like, okay, as soon as I got my target, I'm going to go for it. So that could be another reason why things are kind of hidden from you a bit. We got peace and balances and defenses. So yeah, this is coming in pretty hot. Whenever the defenses card comes up, it also kind of like is a nod to you being an energetic magnet. So Spirit is saying, if anything, you want to worry about just kind of protecting yourself, staying clear, keeping your chakras balanced, keeping your defenses up, because when you are in a manifesting energy, when you're in an attractive energy, you do also kind of rake in whoever, whatever else is around. So it's better to keep your defenses up and come to a place of peace and balance. This person's being directly led to you, group 3. Spirit, what else can you tell us? Ooh, we even have embrace solitude that has come up. Spirit says, reflect deeply for survival. Keep your mind open. Answers will reveal themselves in quiet introspection. So Spirit is like, you need to be on your monk tip right now, secluded, focused on yourself, living life, experiencing, you know, new things with your friends, that kind of thing. This is coming straight to you and it's coming in hot. We got see what's real. It says observe with clarity. True insight lies beneath the surface. A lot of subliminal messages you're getting right now as well. We have a metamorphosis mirage. It says embrace the tender transition between past forms and future possibilities. Illuminations are transformative as a butterfly. So Spirit is kind of showing you things are transforming, things are moving in your favor in a positive direction, but there's cycles closing as there's new ones beginning. So it's best to just be present in the moment. Set that intention once, release it, and allow it to come to you. That's what I got for you, group 3. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 4 with the Tourmalated Quartz and the Zodiac Tarot, this is your reading, tapping in to find your next lover. Who will you fall in love with next? where and how you will meet your next lover. Look at all the tea today, Spirit. For group 4 with the tourmalated quartz, please show us all the details of their next lover. Who are they falling in love with next? Wow. First card out for you. We have the marriage card. So I want to say group 2 got the marriage card first as the first card out as well. And that's the only other pile that got the marriage card today. So you may have been called to group 2. I would still say this is your pile though, group 4. Let's see your message. Oh. For some of you, you're talking things over with someone you've had a disconnect with, someone you've been in separation with. Wow. It seems like you're being led to this person. They're being led to you. You guys are talking things out, seeking forgiveness, spending some time together, reconnecting in a romantic, physical kind of way. Okay. And moving forward, for some of you, of course, this will be someone that you don't know, but someone who, you know, with the time apart card coming out, has taken a long time to manifest. You know, time apart, bottom of the card, it says a time of separation. So you could have been separated from this specific connection. It could have been a long path for you to get to your marriage partner or the person you'll have marriage on the table with, at least. Not everyone aspires to marriage. Not everyone's going to say yes to a marriage offer, but it will at least be on the table, and we love to see that, okay? I do see that this is a higher level connection for you, group 4. Wedding bells are ringing is what it says at the bottom of marriage. So it's like a time for celebration, your friends, your family, everyone kind of getting together, celebrating your love, being a witness to your love. Good vibes all around. It's like finally things are coming together. Now, for those of you who do not know this person yet, we have honest communication. So it will be important for you to be honest about what you're looking for, what you want, what you expect in the beginning of this connection. That is something that Spirit is kind of calling you to. Let me wipe off the camera, sorry. It looks a little blurry to me. But that is something that Spirit is calling you to. That is something that Spirit's already been guiding you to. And it's time to kind of stand up to that and finally do that. So I do see that on the docket. For some of you, this honest communication is about declaring to the universe that you are ready. Ready for love, ready for romance, ready for a serious partner. Honest communication says expect a heart-to-heart conversation. So this will mostly apply to people who already know their person, especially with the time apart card coming up before, where Spirit is kind of saying like, all right, it's important for this connection to be able to work, that you communicate how you really feel, what you're really thinking, really kind of clearing the past so you can move forward, you know, this time around. And to have that forgiveness, it says allow healing waters to wash away the pain of the past. So yeah, for a lot of you, I am seeing this being a reconnection with someone in the past, and it would be someone who you still have love for, someone who you still kind of like want to see progress with, someone who you want in your life in the future. We have love language, quality time, and love language, physical touch. Ooh, these are like, I won't say my favorite love languages, but I do love physical touch and quality time. Quality time says be the witness to each other's lives. So a big point of connecting with this person is spending time together. I see you spending a lot of time together with this person. They're freely giving you their time, their energy, their devotion. And with physical touch here as well, okay, they're giving you more than that. Let's just say that. And then we have guided steps to great love. It says, follow the path of ascension. So Spirit is kind of leading this connection. Spirit is definitely chaperoning this together, working things through. So if you're feeling kind of lost, feeling like, well, I don't know exactly what I'm supposed to do, I don't feel like you're supposed to. Spirit is definitely leading this connection and making things easier for you. Spirit, for group 4. Tell us more about their next lover. Yeah, we got the second chance card that came up right away. Second chance, apology, return. Oh my goodness. There's so many cards coming up talking about someone of the past. So for some of you, you've already kind of met like your life's great love. You've already kind of met the person that you're meant to be with. I really don't believe that there's one person we're meant to be with. There's so many people you'll come across in your life you have compatibility with, but there are connections that are a lot more intense than others, and it feels like this is one of those. Yeah, we have the obsession card here as well. So someone of the past, listen, at a minimum, it'll have to be a closure moment, because it seems like their energy could really be leading this. It kind of feels like someone running after the train after it just left the station. So you could be moving forward, you know, Spirit's connecting you to your marriage partner, and then you have someone from the past you have a very strong connection with, like having a moment where they're like, the light bulb is going off. They're like, wait, I could actually end up without group 4 for the rest of my life. Let me get my stuff together. Let me hurry up and move. Obsession, it says infatuation, adoration, and addiction. So this person could be addicted to you and your energy. We have hoping. It says expecting, faith, and manifesting. I don't put anything past anyone these days. Everyone is using manifestation. Seriously. Masculines, feminines, all listen, all walks of life, all ages. Take it from the person who does the spell work. Don't put anything past anyone. This person could literally be manifesting you, doing some work to get you back into their life. We have second chance, apology, and return. So this energy is coming up so prevalently that it's something that at least is going to need a closure moment for you to be able to move forward. For those of you who do not want to date anyone from the past, no matter what, I do see that there is someone coming in hot who is not trying to accept that, so you'll at least have to shut it down if you don't want to give someone of the past a second chance. Second chance, it says reconciliations, making amends, opportunity. Apology says forgiveness. We got the forgiveness card from the first deck. Return says I'm sorry on there. And then we have the return card as well. It says second chance, opportunity, and making amends. So a lot of these cards have the words of the other cards in them. Very much so connected. So I do see you being shocked and honestly probably a bit stressed by how everything is happening, how it is going down. Shocking says turmoil, trouble, and unexpected. So, you know, for some of you, this really could be someone you don't want to re-enter your life, because things may get complicated every time they come around. Every time they come around, it may seem like things kind of get out of line, out of order, and it's hard to re-anchor yourself. So I do feel Spirit behind the scenes helping you, but yeah, this may be a bit much. It says turbulence, tension, and arguments. So you may be having a hard time getting on the same page with this person. Even if you choose to give them a second chance, it still may be hard to get them to agree to your wants, your desires, your needs, and what you expect. Especially if this person is like earth sign dominant or stuck in their ways, more mature, a bit older, to the point where it's hard for them to be open to new things, new ways of being. There may be a little bit of a struggle there. But we have divine feminine. It says yin and feminine energy. So honestly, all this yin, all this feminine energy may be what's attracting this person back into your life. So you'll be able to kind of decide what you want to do, whether you want to move forward with this person or not. The ball will be in your court. We have pride and withdrawn. Pride says arrogance, ego, and stubborn. So it's just kind of feeling like someone's having a hard time letting you go. You'll either move forward with this person or you'll have to shut them down. We have the withdrawn card. It says single, lonely, and solitary. So I genuinely feel like you've gotten to a place, group 4, where you are fine being alone. So you're not saying yes to any old offer. So if it's not amazing, this person is getting shut down. I just saw 1010. Spirit, tell us about this connection For this marriage partner, is this the twin flame? Well, we just got the Two of Swords reversed that came out. So it feels like someone, Queen of Wands reversed, that you're not aware of. But I also do see the twin flames energy still here. It will vary from person to person. Yeah, it's kind of a 50-50 split. We got the Six of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. Some of you Six of Cups are happy to see this person come back. Some of you Four of Pentacles will still close yourself off to this person. I just saw 1101. Will close yourself off to this person and hold out Four of Pentacles for something better. Hold out for a better time. Hold out for a better love offer. We got the Nine of Wands reversed and Temperance reversed. So anything that feels like drama, anything that leads to instability, I don't see you engaging with. It's like, okay, if it's not bringing me everything that I'm looking for, if it's not matching my new standards, I'm not engaging. We have the Knight of Wands here, so it seems like you're invigorated in this energy where you're moving passionately, you're genuinely enjoying a life. Knight of Wands can be a very creative energy as well, so you may be throwing yourself into new creative projects, redecorating your home, or getting back into some artwork, revisiting that canvas, picking up that paint, picking up that project you let go. And it's like, as you're throwing yourself into that, some way, somehow, it's kind of filling you with love, optimism, peace, contentment, where it's like, you know what, my life is actually quite good. I really do not have to compromise for something that I'm not completely sure about. So yeah, like I said, it's a 50-50 split on if this will be someone completely new or the person of the past, but you are in a win-win position regardless, where you will be able to make that choice. It's not like someone's making it outside of you, so it's really whatever you want. Queen, King, we got the Queen of Wands reversed and the Two of Swords reversed. Yeah, Two of Swords reversed, you see things clearly. You're not influenced or negatively affected, taken off of your true path by future fakers anymore, or people who just kind of paint illusions but want to waste your time, talk about what they want but never show up as that person. You're not going for the okie doke anymore. So you're in a super empowered position. Wow, Two of Cups, and everything is coming together. So I will say, by the end of this process, Group 4, you will be with who you're meant to be with. And like I said, I don't personally really believe that there's one person you're meant to be with, but contextually, you're ending up with the person, Two of Cups, that Spirit can see you will have a good future with, that you will have a good connection with, that will be there for you and do right by you and support you, that you can also mutually support. So as much as meant to be can be, that's what I see. Can you tell us anything about the relationship, about the marriage? What will that be like? Wow, we got the World card coming out right away. Spirit is saying, what will it be like? Everything and more. It'll be like true fulfillment. Ten of Wands at the bottom of the deck reversed. It'll feel like a weight is lifted off of your shoulder, like you genuinely have a partner who's as dedicated to the relationship as you are. Ugh, what a relief. You may have experienced a lot of one-sided relationships where it felt like you were just working tirelessly and you weren't really getting very much for it. As soon as we start talking about past relationships, we got the Wheel of Fortune reversed showing up. Spirit's like, your next relationship will be an end of kind of getting the short end of the stick and having to kind of take whatever comes. All right, let's see where and how you'll meet this person, Spirit, for Group 4. Okay, we got boundaries, we got beginnings, and we have a risk here. So beginnings, you may be starting a new job, you may be starting a new hobby, you may be getting into a new project. I was feeling an energy of revisiting old projects. So this could be a new beginning on something you had already started down the line. But with the beginnings card, typically that's kind of representing like a new life type of thing. Like usually it's something kind of big, like a move, a job change, a new friend group, joining a new activity, or a new group of people around you, whether that's friends or coworkers. We have the risk here. So you could be taking a leap of faith. You could be doing some travel. You could be moving. You could be doing something that you didn't feel like you would kind of ever end up doing, maybe because it was too risky. It didn't look like it would be stable enough. Like, okay, going to do some solo travel. That's something I would never typically kind of do because it feels scary. It's too out of my comfort zone, but it could be something like that. Some sort of risk you're taking that I feel like is already kind of on your heart now, something you've already been thinking about or have been called to do. Finally stepping into that journey and taking a leap of faith with that. We got the boundaries card, so it does seem like you're kind of, you know, a bit closed off. Like that card did come out when we're talking about, okay, where or how will you meet this person? So that's not exactly what you want to see. So I'll say watch out if you walk too fast. Watch out if you seem kind of closed off. Try to play around with some new things that you can do, or a new way that you can present yourself that repels the energy that you don't want, but still leaves an opening for that magical moment to happen once your desired person is coming through. This could be dressing a certain way. I mean, they say like, oh, when you dress, you know, high value, so to speak, when you look a certain way, it deters people who know that they cannot match that energy. Now, I have seen some dusties trying to holler at the finest of things. So that can't always be true, but you get the general idea. Spirit's kind of saying like, you know, try to find a way where you can kind of repel certain energies, but still be open. We have autopilot here. You may meet this person as you're shopping, as you're in autopilot, as you're working, as you're out and about, as you're doing one of your kind of weekly things that you do, like grocery shopping or getting gas. Like as you're in autopilot, doing kind of like a mindless activity. We have the truth card here. Whenever this card comes up, this talks about spirit revealing things to you. So spirit may even reveal to you in a dream or in some sort of spiritual way how you will meet your person or where you will meet this person. So be aware of that. Also, the truth card can talk about education. So you can meet this person at school or at a library or as you're getting some sort of education at a conference, etc. We actually have the study card here that I didn't see before, but we did get the study card that came up. So you can meet this person in some sort of language exchange. Say you're learning a new language, you can meet this person in that way. You can meet this person as you're getting a certificate, as you're getting a degree, as you're studying something, as you're learning. Spirit, what else can you tell us for group 4? Nice. We got emerging dawn. It says trust that an ending is very near and another beginning is coming in disguise. So for some of you, yeah, definitely feeling like that. Was it a twin flame connection we were tapping into? Some other connection with someone of the past coming back for forgiveness. That very much so may be necessary to clear and handle for you to be able to move forward. Another collective energy. I've been getting a lot today, so we're doing it together. We have the crystal of clarity. It says, illuminate your path with openness and insight, readying yourself for a newfound understanding of content. I'm hearing necklace. So there may be a specific necklace that you have that has a crystal on it that is good for clarity. Keeping that necklace on, I'm hearing for the next 2 weeks, will really be good with giving you perspective, cleansing your energy as well, I'm hearing. But showing you where we're moving, giving you that clarity to the point where you're no longer confused about where we're going or what we're doing moving forward after wearing it. Yeah, we have divinely guided here. It says, trust the wisdom of the universe and remain open to receive guidance as you journey through life's mysteries. So any crystal for clarity, for the third eye chakra, for the crown chakra would be really good right now. Even the solar plexus chakra, because having that doubt or indecisiveness, not really knowing what you're doing or who you are, can really kind of feel like you don't have clarity, and it's really like more indecisiveness. So even doing things to clear the solar plexus, strengthen it, wearing crystals synonymous with the solar plexus can help, but mainly the crown and the third eye. That's what I got for you, group 4. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon.